Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. I'm joined by my co-host, the Bay TLA. How you doing today, my brother?
Good, man. I'm happy to be here.
You happy to be here? Man, I'm happy to be here as well, man. It's our second show. Yeah. How you feeling?
Hey, we right back at it.
Right back at it. Hey, guys, I want to thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and watching our last show. So if you like the Courtside, please subscribe to the show, comment, share it with your people. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the current state of the NBA. Now, first question, has the NBA three-point shot, has it ruined the NBA in your opinion?
No, I don't think that it has. I think it's a good thing, The fact that you have basically all the teams now trying to shoot the three-point shot, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think that is the issue,
So what would be the issue?
I would say the rules when it changes for is the big man being in the paint.
Yes.
I think they were able to get back to, what they used to do as far as let them spend a little bit more time down there, in that low block. It would make for better basketball.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the three-point shot has ruined it per se. I just think, like say, a lot of teams are doing it now. And it's one of those things. It's a copycat league. So once you've seen, I say, Phoenix Suns kind of introduced it with that fast pace, try to shoot the ball as fast as you can within first 10 to 15 seconds, get it up quick. But I think when Golden State, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers, I think they kind of took it to new level. So now you have everyone trying to copycat that format. And you have to understand to be able to shoot it at that level, like it just doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
But what I think has taken over is that it's trickled down into the youth leagues to where you see these kids now that coming across half court and they pulling.
Right.
And it's Steph Curry coming out of their mouth. So now I think that's where it has gotten bad at, to where on the youth side, high school, the fundamentals of the game has gone away. So now it's turned more into this, I'm already a pro already. And they not understanding that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, these top three-pointer shooters in the league now, they learned the fundamentals of the game first before they actually went into shooting those threes. And they're just not jacking those threes up. Those are shots that they practice all the time. So it make it look Steph-less, as Charles Barkley and Shaq would say on TNT. But that's repetition. That's muscle memory. So I think them being able to practice those shots and make it look easy, it got people thinking that we can do it too, but it doesn't work that way.
Well, when you look at Steph and you look at Klay, you're talking about generational talent.
Yes.
And then you got to also keep in mind when you're talking about Steph, like his dad used to do it.
Yeah, he did.
So he's putting so many different things together. We're not even talking about the cardio that he does.
Yes.
More than just being able to be it's a lot of good 3-point shooters in the NBA, but it's only one Steph Curry.
It's only one
Klay Thompson. So being that, the league is seeing this, and it's exciting. The 3-point shot really is like what the home run ball is to the MLB.
Yes, it is.
Everybody want to do that. Everybody want to hit home runs. Everybody want the 3-point shot.
You're right. And it's one of those things where, like you say, it's like the home run.
Yes.
Back in the day, everybody couldn't hit home runs.
No.
And like even in MLB, you see more players being able to hit home runs because like the 3-point shot and the home run, you had special players for that.
Right.
Like in the NBA, they were 3-point shooters, and that's all they did.
Right.
Like I say, you come down the court, you go to the corner, you set a screen, and then you pop out, and you there for the 3-point shot. If you look at like John Paxson, you look at Dale Curry, if you look at B.J. Armstrong, Steve Kerr, Reggie, all those guys were 3-point shooters. So now, like we go back to what we say with the five, the big man. Like the big man has come out of the paint, and he's shooting threes now.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
I don't think the three is a problem. I think the big man not being able to play like a real big man, that's the problem.
But I think that he had to, the five had to evolve, because if not, you take the five out of the game and now you have another stretch four.
Right. So
in order for the big man to be able to contribute or stay in the game, I got to learn how to shoot threes and handle the ball. Because you think about it, Akeem Olajuwon wasn't coming down the court bringing it up.
No.
Shaq wasn't bringing it up. But now you see Jokic, you see Embiid, you see those kind of centers bringing the ball up the court and starting the offense. So now the big man has evolved to where now I'm no longer really a true center. I'm a guard / shooter in a sense who just happen to be 7 foot.
I don't want to see him be shooting threes.
Me either. I don't like it.
I don't want to keep seeing that.
I don't like it either.
What the fans are saying.
The fans are saying,
they're taking it as you're seeing big men shoot these threes and you're saying, hey, this is not what's supposed to happen. But we're not taking into consideration, those Shaq rules.
That
they started to where the big man can't really get down in the paint and do what he's supposed to do and contribute in the way that he's supposed to. I think there's a happy medium somewhere that they can find. But I think that is what the consumer is saying, that, it's kind of enough of this.
Yeah.
With everybody shooting
the threes.
Is there anything else that we can do?
Because when you see it, it's like we're coming up the court.
Yes.
We looking for the three first. Like even on fast breaks, we're not going to shoot the two or get a dunk. Like you literally would have a 2-wing stop at the 3-point line to shoot the three. And to me, you're taking away from the fundamentals of the game when you play it that way. Now, granted, is it high scoring? Yes, it's high scoring. Could it be exciting? Yes, it can be exciting. But when we're talking about the fundamentals of the game, being able to go into a set offense, being able to pass the ball like we did back in the day 5 or 6 times before you got a shot, I think you're taking away from the fundamental side of the game, because the three is a hard shot to shoot. But again, if you practice it enough, if you get good at it, it can become an easier shot, and everyone thinks they can do it. So now you got everybody on the team think they're a 3-point shooter. And for me, I'm not saying take the three out of the game. All I'm saying is just limit those 3-pointers and get back to regular fundamental basketball. How do you do that? You do that by incorporating that big man back down low in that paint. That's how you do it. Simple. So the offense, it used to start with the 5. You know what I'm saying? And it will work its way back out. It started with Shaq. It started with Elijah One. It started with Patrick Ewing, those type of players. Right. It started down low. It started with Alonzo Mourning. You bring the ball down, the point guard bring it down. I throw it in first. And then he don't have nothing. I kick it back out. And then we go from there. I think in order to incorporate limit those shots, is to bring it back down low. Started with the 5 like we used to, but then again, that does slows the game down. And do fans really want to go back to that style of basketball?
Right. I think it's a happy medium that they can find.
They can find,
because you got to do something other than what's going on. To where, you're looking at it. People want to see football on the holidays. Interested in
it's not, and I think
like that
and I think that's why the league incorporated the in-season tournament, because it was getting so generic as far as the lackluster play. It's just we coming down jacking up threes, so it was like we losing ratings. We need to find a way to make this thing competitive again. And I think the in-season tournament, like we talked about on last show, that kind of helped with that. And I think incorporating the tournament for the All-Star game will kind of help boost the All-Star game back. Because prior to the dunk contest, that wasn't the All-Star game. Wasn't nobody watching the game. We're going to tune into the dunk contest. So I think they're trying to bring that excitement back to the game.
We don't even talk about that no more.
We don't.
Nobody talks about the dunk contest. I mean, what are you going to see? You know what you're not going to see?
What's that?
You're not going to see the best players get out there
and do their thing. Compete, no. So you're not going to see Zion. You're not going to see Ja.
Who's sitting at the end of the bench is going to get out there and whatnot and do a couple dunks, but I'm not going to see
the elite.
That we used to see. That brought the excitement.
Because you think about it, if we can get Ja Morant out there, if we can get Zion out there, if you can get Anthony Edwards out there, those 3 names alone would bring more excitement to the dunk contest. To me, I would like to see those 3. Now, I know Ja said he wasn't going to do it. Zion said he wasn't going to do it. And Anthony Edwards, I don't remember him saying he wasn't going to do it. But to me, those are...
Who set the precedent for not doing it?
Not doing it.
Come on.
LeBron?
Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah.
Who you say?
That's him.
That's him. That's him. So you think if LeBron would have done it, then those guys would have done it? I believe so. Yeah, because
I think he trailblazed.
He did because Vince was doing it. Mike did it. Who else? Dominique Wilkins did it.
Right.
Clyde did it.
Right.
Even Scottie Pippen did it. You had Joe Dumars. With Brown played for the Celtics. His last name Brown.
Light skin?
No, dark skin. D Brown.
Okay.
With the high top, he covered his face. So you had you had all those Spud Webb classics. I'm saying you had all those dunkers doing. Even you had Deion Sanders, them and Chris Carter, all them jumping in, doing like their own dunk contest. So you're right. So when LeBron said he wasn't doing it, it set the precedence for these new players to come in and say, well, if LeBron's not doing it, then
he made it cool.
Not to do it.
You know, LeBron James, I'm not going to participate.
But then again, let me ask you this question though, because he did it in high school. Is LeBron James really a Showtime dunker? If you just think about his types of dunks, is it to the point to where he can win an NBA dunk contest, or am I just jumping high and dunking hard?
To say at 40 years old,
yeah,
just last week,
yeah,
you reverse, right to left dunk, and it's all over ESPN all day, every day. You telling me that he can't get out there and do 2 or 3 dunks?
I don't think not dunk contest wise.
Come on, man.
I'm saying to the point to where you're doing something like Vince was able to do. You doing it on that level.
LeBron James.
I don't think
I'm not a LeBron James fan, but
I don't think he has that repertoire like that as far as dunking. Nah, I can dunk.
He not get up like that?
He can get up, but I'm talking about as far as the creativity. I don't think creativity is all the way there. Now
he's rolling out a package. You telling me LeBron James can't come out with a package of 4 or 5 dunks to just set it off?
No. I don't think he has that repertoire as far as dunks.
He doesn't have to do it on his own.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to come up with the concept. I'm talking about to be able to, okay, hey, this is the type of dunk I want to see, and he can do it.
No,
he doesn't have the. He can't get up like that.
I'm not saying he can't get up like that. I'm saying as far as the creativity to think of those dunks, because now I've seen him do stuff in practice in Miami, off the wall, stuff like that, but I don't think he has that dunk contest creativity.
I'm not talking about, he doesn't have to curate the dunk.
Yeah.
I'm talking about someone else could curate the dunk. I want it to be, I don't know, bounce it off the rim and, catch it off top of your head, something crazy, whatever it is. He can do it with his athleticism at this age. You just saw him dunk on a man.
Yeah, but that was in the game. That was in game, so it's different in game.
So you telling me he can't have enough creativity with no one guarding him, come out with something spectacular, but all these other guys can?
I'm gonna say no, and I'm a LeBron fan. You see my weedies.
Well, then you need to
LeBron
act like
fan.
It, man. You need to
I'm
act
acting like it, but I'm saying with this, when we're talking about dunking in the game, there's no thought process that goes into that. Like, I'm reacting to what the defense is doing. Now, when we talk about dunk contest, this is something that I thought about doing. This is something that everything has to go right in order for me to land this dunk. Now, if you look at a Vince Carter, his dunks he did in the game were dunk contest dunks. Like, his specialty when he came in the league was dunking. Like, this is what I do. I'm going to evolve into a basketball player as the years went on. To me personally, I don't think LeBron James has the repertoire or the creativity to win a dunk contest. And I think he knew that at an early age.
Cool. Would you like to see Zion in the dunk contest?
Yes.
Zion could be in
Zion
the dunk
has
contest?
the creativity.
So hold on. So you telling me as far as being known as one of the best thinkers of the game in a LeBron James, that he can't come out there and do a couple spectacular dunks?
Not to win it.
You telling me Zion got it over LeBron?
Zion came in as a dunker. I'm a high flyer. Like
LeBron ain't come in as a dunker?
Yes, but he had the whole package though.
Maybe did LeBron come in shooting threes or going to the paint dunking on people?
He had the whole package. Like, I can pass, distribute, I can shoot the mid range. I'm saying Zion. If you watch Zion,
who was shooting the mid range? LeBron was dunking on people and laying the ball up, brother. Don't stop with it.
LeBron came in with the whole package, man.
He's never had a pure.
It's never been pure, but I'm saying I never said
package.
pure. I'm saying he came in. You can see
shooting jumpers.
I can get to the basket. I can shoot the jumper. I can shoot the three. Like you saw all of that early on in his career. Now I
didn't see that.
The 3-pointer wasn't as proficient as it is now. Like I say, the mid range wasn't as proficient, but he can knock it down once he got rolling. Zion don't have no jumper.
Okay.
Zion don't have a jump shot. Zion,
it's about the dunks, brother.
It is about the, like, that's what gets you noticed.
LeBron or Zion?
I would say probably LeBron, because he played longer. Like I say, because Zion been hurt most of the years. But I'm saying, in order for, if I can say LeBron James is going to get into the dunk contest and win it, no. Because I don't think he has that package.
I'm not talking about winning it. I'm just talking about getting in there and people being satisfied with.
No, I don't think they'll be satisfied, and I think he knows that. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm with you, brother. I see where you're coming from. I see where you're
coming. This is a little different, but okay.
It's a little different.
Damn, I thought that's your guy.
That is my guy,
what
man.
He's doing on the Wheaties box, man. And you telling me
that's his signature dunk, though. What other spectacular dunk you done seen like that? That's his signature. The one he did a few weeks ago, that was impressive.
Right.
He's had some impressive dunks
over the years,
but that's been in game.
Decades.
That's in game situation to where I'm reacting, not to the point to where I'm coming down. I'm in a contest and I have to put this dunk together. Like I'm not saying he can't get in the dunk and do something, but to the level of which his predecessors before him have done it, I would say no.
As a 40-year-old man getting out there and doing something for the people, I think
it would look good now.
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Because he's 40 now.
He don't have to win it.
Yeah.
At 40 years old.
I'm saying now. Yeah. At 40,
you could get out there and show the people.
At 40, yes.
Yes.
Because my athleticism, like I'm saying, LeBron athleticism now is like of a 20-year-old now, because he was he was a super athlete. So so his athleticism now is like average for an athlete. So of course I can get out there now and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? And compete.
Absolutely.
I can get out there and compete in the dunk contest, but early on in his career, I think that's why he didn't do it.
I think he didn't want to lose
that part, because he knew it wasn't a good chance of him getting out there and putting out a good product to where he could win it. But when we talk about Zion and Jai and Ant-Man, yes, they have those. They have the package.
I could go further with the LeBron thing, but I'm gonna wait on that.
All right, man. Well, while we on LeBron, man, and since we've been talking about LeBron, let's talk about the GOAT discussion with LeBron and MJ. Why you think this discussion is still up in the air?
It's not a discussion, bro.
What is it then?
It's not a discussion. Nobody's seriously talking about that. Like, what would be the talking points as far as the longevity of LeBron? One of the longest tenured, superstars. I mean, absolutely. In that regard, yes, he is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, yeah.
But if you mean like of all time in the NBA as far as like winning.
Yeah. MJ?
Absolutely.
So in your opinion, we talking about winning. So is that the only thing in your opinion that makes MJ the GOAT?
No.
What else?
I think your peers, when how your peers talk about you, the accolades that they're going to give you, because a lot of times people will say, hey man, I think I'm a great leader.
Yeah.
Right. But oftentimes the people that you lead are going to be the ones who champion you, say, you know what? Hey,
he's
this
the GOAT.
is why I follow this individual.
I got you.
So when we look at MJ and we look at his era, when we talk about his peers, right? For or against him, they giving you the same sentiment. You didn't want no problems with this dude.
No,
you
didn't.
was the best to do it
when
he was out there on the floor.
Yeah.
And they have been consistent when they've said this.
They say that for years.
As far as his rivals, he's defeated all of his rivals. They didn't dethrone him.
Yeah.
Once he got the crown, he kept it. I'm
with you on that. I'm with you. Like I say, to me, MJ is the GOAT, but I'm going to take it a step further. I think when we talk about the GOAT discussion, when we say longevity in the GOAT discussion, I think MJ's longevity is outside of basketball. I think what Gatorade and what Nike was able to do for him, they took him to iconic level with those commercials. They made him larger than life. The song Be Like,
superstar.
Yes, the Like Mike song, that took him in the stratosphere, you know what I'm saying? That those marketing ploys they was able to do, that changed the way you looked at Michael Jordan. And then in my opinion, if you take Nike and Gatorade away, I don't think he's in the discussion as much as he is now. I think the number stays there, the championships, the way he won. We still talk about Jordan. Okay. We still go into the discussion of Michael Jordan as being one of the greatest. But I think the relationship that he had with Nike and Gatorade and how they was able to market him, it made his game even better. Now, granted, he had to do it on the court, but he took on that persona even more, and it translated over into his game. So his performance, the way he performed on the court and the way Nike and Gatorade was able to perform with him, it just took it to a whole new level. And now you see it 20 some years later, you still riding the Gatorade and Nike marketing because it's made it even better. So when you see little kids talking about Michael Jordan, it's not because of what he did 20 years ago because of the shoes, the commercials, the way we still talk about him as adults, not just solely off his game. It's based off the Nikes, the Jordans, the Gatorade, the Light Mike. You know what I'm saying? The marketing ploys that they was able to do helped solidify him goatness 20 years down the road. That's how I see it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I think that's a part of it, but as far as the branding and making Michael Jordan a brand, making him an icon, we also have to really take into consideration when he went to the big dance, he won it.
He won it, yes.
So that in itself is a huge feat. I will say he always played with what some would consider the second best player
in the league.
In a Scottie Pippen, right? Once he got Scottie Pippen, it was
over with. Yeah, it was over with.
It was over with, and it was just plug and play. Give me Horace. Give me Rodman.
Yep.
And we running.
Give me Paxson. Give me
give
me Kukoc. Give me Ron Harper. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But as long as I got Pip,
we good. Give
me a rebounder. And we good.
And I think that's why that's why LeBron hasn't taken that too, because the going to Miami, back to Cleveland, to LA. I think if he'd have stayed in one spot and built that with one player, I think he would have more of an edge too, because that's something that they look at too. Like I say, Jordan stayed in Chicago, he always had Pippen. Right. Like granted, LeBron was in Cleveland, left, he had D Wade. Then he went back to Cleveland, he had Kyrie. Then he went to LA, he got AD. So I think if he was able to build that with one player, I think he would be more solidified in that GOAT discussion, because if we look at numbers and career wise and stuff like that, really the only category that Jordan has him beat at is championships. But again, LeBron has played longer too. So if we just going off numbers or just championships, if we're going off just numbers, then we say LeBron. If we're going off championships, we say Jordan. But again, LeBron had been to 10 finals. Granted, Jordan had been to 6 and won all 6. Yeah. But to say I've been to the finals 10 straight years. But again, we talking about the teams he played in the finals too, because LeBron played some super teams in the finals.
What super teams?
And when I say super teams, you play some elite talent in the finals. Like granted, Curry and Draymond and Clay that first year, but then they double back. They beat him the second year. Then you go get KD. So that changed the dynamic of the whole aspect of us playing. So now instead of us just running it back, we go get one of the top 5 scorers, one-on-one players in the league, in KD. So now that's made it even harder for him to win that back-to-back championship.
Right. So I got to defend the Bay.
So you got to, man. Go ahead. That's why I said it.
Since I'm defending the Bay.
That's why I said it.
When Steph won his first ring, he didn't have KD.
Yes, but
when
go ahead.
Won his first one,
go ahead.
He had to go run somewhere and go get with somebody else program in a D Wade. Remember him?
I remember
that.
So
he had to go somewhere to go get that and learn and sit down and be taught.
Go ahead. Go finish your point, my brother.
Yeah. This how you do it as a champion. You had to go get another champion and learn and sit under his wing and get his championship. Steph in his first one, he ain't need no introduction. He ain't need no help. You know what he did? He got it from the muscle.
You right.
Right? He from the soil over there. And he got his. So when we talk about KD, we always forgetting to mention
what's that?
Steph already had ring.
But
don't do that now.
Let me get back. So you talking about Miami. D Wade, which is my guy. My top player of all time.
That's strange in itself. Go ahead.
That's my guy. D. Shout out to my boy D Wade, man. Heat Nation. But this is what I'm saying. When Steph got their first championship, you play a LeBron without no Kyrie and no Kevin Love. You played them without those two players, and Cleveland still almost pulled that thing out. Granted, the games were close. If you go back and watch that series, that was a close series without no Kyrie and without no Kevin Love. So you got the first one. When we run it back the second year, you got Kyrie, you got Kevin Love.
Right.
And what happened? Cleveland wins in 7?
Okay, well
then the third year, instead of running it back again with the same two teams, you go get KD, because Draymond knew y'all wasn't gonna beat them that another year without no help. So that first ring y'all got against Cleveland, you had two of the starters, two of the big three not even playing. in that series. You had Matthew Dellavedova, if I'm saying this name correctly, out there shining. And LeBron, he got paid after that. But when we ran it back and Kyrie and Love was able to play in that second championship run, they won it. Third year, y'all go get KD. So the first one, yes, you got it, but you got it against a depleted Cleveland team. So you can't say I got it off the muscle when y'all muscle wasn't as strong as Cleveland muscle that year.
Let's be clear.
Go ahead.
On the one where Draymond kept kicking people like something was, and really it might have all been a plot to get on Clutch Sports.
He probably
I
would.
don't know
because he's been.
It was just strange that a man would keep kicking somebody and keep getting flagrant fouls, considering he was actually in line to be the series MVP if he would have continued.
If he continued, yeah,
it was gonna be Dre.
It was gonna be Dre. Yeah, it was.
He just crashed out like that for some odd reason. It was strange.
It was strange. So,
and you look at all these years just to
get on Clutch,
podcast and all. Man, maybe it was. You know, they say LeBron smart, man. He might have,
man.
Had to put it all together, man, like old chess match,
and it worked out. But like I say, to me, LeBron. I think maybe another 5 to 6 years he might surpass just in the conversation.
Surpass what?
That talk of GOATness.
Nah,
I'm saying so. But listen to what I'm saying, because you got to think about it now. If you ask the players of today, who's the GOAT? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say
LeBron.
They're gonna say LeBron. So the only people who are really saying Michael Jordan are the older players who are the analysts now. Those are the ones, the commentators, the ones who are on TNT, ESPN. The older players have a bigger voice in saying it. So 5 to 6 years from now, the players in the league now coming out, they're gonna be the analysts. So they're gonna be speaking LeBron's name over Michael Jordan. So I'm saying it could change, but it couldn't change. So I just think the powers that be are former players who are sitting in those positions to speak on MJ and not LeBron, but it could switch. But I could be wrong.
I want to be clear. He ain't the best Laker, and he played for the Lakers.
He's not the best Lakers.
Right?
He's not. But he's gonna get a statue though.
I tell you what, he ain't up on Kareem.
No, but he's gonna get a statue.
He ain't up on Magic.
He's gonna get a statue there though.
He'll get a statue. But what I'm saying is, these people. He's not up on Kareem. He ain't up on Magic. He ain't up on Shaq, and he ain't up on Kobe in LA.
No, he's not.
This is the team he plays for.
He's right.
So
he hadn't been there long enough to
conversation. The go to what? We not talking about go to champions.
Yeah.
We not championships. If we're talking about you're the GOAT of longevity and you're one of the top 5 in some people's book NBA players of all time, but you ain't up on Mike, bro. You're not up on Mike.
You're not. He's not. In my opinion, he's not. MJ is the GOAT.
Is the best.
Yes.
Bull ever to play.
Like yes, I'm saying
he's the best bull ever play on that team all time. He's also, again, it's up for debate how people talk about who's the greatest of all time. He's always up there.
Yes.
But I think when you're not even top 5, on the current team that you play for, and you talking about the greatest of all time, it's a problem there.
I'm saying MJ is the best. But as far as when I say top 5, I mean top 5 in the league, like right now. Would you consider LeBron top 5 in the league right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm saying yeah. I'm saying because some
sure.
reports like ESPN had him listed at like number 7, but I'm like, because they had.
I would say this, even if you went that way.
Yeah,
I would say he's top 10.
He's top 10 for sure, because I think they had Curry at 6 and had Tatum at 5, and they had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at number 4, Giannis at 3, Luka at 2, and Jokic at number 1. Now, to me, I would put Tatum at 7, and roll LeBron in 5 and Curry at 6. But that's just my opinion. To me. We saw Luka too. I think Luka's ranked too high in my opinion.
Okay.
But like I said, I would think Curry should be in that. I would put Curry top 3, top 4 in the league right now, just based off what he's done in the past and what he's still able to do right now. Like I said, he's still playing at a high level.
If somebody didn't say that Curry was top 5 right now, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad, but I'm saying like I think you can plug and play him.
Right, whoever you want to
whoever you want to put it. Yeah, the younger guys.
Who are out there moving and grooving, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when we start talking about like all time, I think we have a conversation.
You got to. Yeah.
So yeah, in the league right now, he's still who he is.
He's still who he is. He's still who he is.
One of them guys that get out there and get the job done.
So. All right. So while we still talking about the NBA, let's talk about the face of the league right now. All of the young talents from Jai to Zion to Tatum to Brown to Ant-Man. Who you say will be considered the face of the league right now once LeBron and Steph and KD kind of make their way out the league?
I think right now that's part of the problem. No face, no case.
Yes.
I don't think it's a face right now.
It's not. Yeah.
I think what the league has tried to do is supplant the players that are from here, and make other folks the face of the NBA,
like your Giannis,
with the Giannis, with the Luka.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: these guys are good basketball players. Let's say great basketball players, but this is sports entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
So you got to have two. It's one thing to go out there on the basketball court and have all the fundamentals. But there's also another side that you have to have. Just kind of like even LeBron, like that charisma, that LeBron had with like the youth. I would even say Ja Morant could have been the face of the NBA when you look at his charisma.
He had the AI
with the young
the AI feel,
right? So yes, you were a superstar on the court, but you also had that you were tied in from the soil with this youth.
With the youth, yep.
And he could have been, but right now there is no face.
No.
Because I think with Ant could, but I think he's doing too much other stuff. Like if you just want to be a brand, you could be the face. But I think when you want to be like a personality, like with Mike. We didn't really start finding out about Mike's personality until after he was gone.
The part, because for one, there wasn't no social media either. But
they didn't allow.
Yes, I think now Ant-Man. I would say Jai had it.
Yes,
he had the Allen Iverson feel. You was connected to the youth. They was following you. They were buying your jerseys. They was the hairstyle. The one I'm a dye purple. I'm a dye blue, red, or whatever. The kids were doing that, so you had that influence on the kids. But he had this situation. But I think Ant-Man. He could be up next, but you're right. As far as the brand, the way Adidas and Sprite is starting to market him, it's taking on that Michael Jordan feel. As far as all the commercials, the different style of branding, we put him in the front. As far as like he's a brand, I think he's probably outside of LeBron, one of those players to where like they're really trying to make him a brand himself. Like they're branding him really, really good. He just need to clean up some other stuff that he does or whatever, and he can kind of clean that up. I think he can be the next. I think Jai is over with for him. It's over with for Zion as far as being the face, the next one. Zion, he stayed hurt too much, and it just. I think
they wanted Zion to.
They wanted Zion, but I think that time has passed for Zion because now I think he can still come in and be a all-star in the league. But as far as that superstar status, I think that's gone. I think that's gone for him and Jai. Jai, to me, it was. They was giving it to you. Yeah, you had it. And Ant-Man just swooped in and kind of came up next. But I think between Jai and Ant-Man, but I'm going to give it to Ant-Man. If he can continue on the path he's on and continue to dominate like he's doing on the court and continue to brand himself off the court like he's doing, I think he can be the next guy to kind of take the lead to the next level. Because like you saying, the league was trying to do the Lukas, the Giannis, the Jokic, those players from overseas, but they're not built to be brands like that.
No.
They just want to play ball and go home, take care of their families. That's it. But I think the league did that in order to expand and have a bigger reach overseas. Because you think about it, Giannis was winning MVP. Jokic was winning it. And B was winning. Like I say, they was giving it to these players from overseas to kind of create that connection to the audience over there to say, hey, we want y'all to come over here to kind of take over that space, which I get it. We're talking about marketing and money and expanding your reach. That's what they was doing. But them players not built. They not built for that type of lifestyle. They want to make their money and play ball and get on to the crib, right? All right, so let's transition from basketball. I know we can talk about basketball
all
day. So we had wild card football this past weekend. All right, we had a few games going on. We had the first game was the Chargers versus Houston. Right.
Okay.
So how do you think Houston looked in that game?
I think they look good.
They look good, yeah. I'm saying it wasn't bad. That first half was kind of spotty, but that second half they was able to kind of go out there and do their thing or whatever.
I think H-Town needed this.
Man. They did.
They started off really well all season long. You look at how they have built their organization from, I'll go 3 years ago into what it is now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at the bones of it from 3 years ago and what they built it into now. If they can just keep this momentum up, hey, who knows?
Who knows?
It's only one game. That's the cool part about the NFL. All you got to do is win one. Anything can happen any given Sunday. So I think it's good for them as far as the Chargers and whatnot. Harbaugh gonna have some decisions that he got to make over there.
Yeah,
but I know he's gonna do.
He gonna do what he do. Yeah, I'm saying
what's necessary over there to get them guys.
And he did
rolling.
good this year to take those guys to get them back in the playoffs, to get them competing at a high level again. He did his job. And then we had the Ravens versus Steelers.
Come on, man.
Like I said last show, this has to be the year for Lamar Jackson to get to the Super Bowl. And against the Steelers, they look like that prime. All machine who's ready to make a strong playoffs push. Derrick Henry, he did his thing out there. What he had 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson did his thing. Tight ends, they did their thing. Right. So I think the Steelers. You think they roll on from Russell, or they stick with him?
I think that'll be needed.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as you talking about getting a new quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, he was just a gap filler.
So you think they keep Justin Fields? And because you got to think about it, at the beginning of the season, they started off with it was 4-0.
Yeah, no.
You think they lead? They go
at this point. We just need another quarterback. I've been hearing, just like everybody else, the rumors of letting go coach. And
I don't think.
I think that if they do that, they're gonna get everything they looking for.
Yeah.
If you let him go. That man won't be unemployed for 30 minutes.
I'm about to say not even 20 minutes. Yeah, somebody, because I think the culture, like he's one of those old school coaches to where the point, like I'm gonna demand that respect and attention from you. Like I don't have to do anything special to get it from you. Like my stature alone, my resume alone is gonna get so. And I think that's what's needed in the league. Like you need a coach like that on the sideline to be able to create a winning culture. Now you might not win every game, but winning is what we do. You like you say, so I'm going to demand that excellence. So now some of these new coaches in the league, they're more of a player coaches,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And instead of a man's coach, like I'm coaching you from a man's level, not from a player's coach. I'm your buddy, you know, I'm your friend. Let's go get some drinks and out to eat. Mike ain't hang with y'all like that. Now I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about some real things. Like on how to elevate yourself as a man and take care of your responsibilities, but we're not partying together.
Right.
We're not hanging up.
What Mike had out there this year to make the playoffs and to make the stand that he made, man, hats off to him.
Yes, like
he didn't have superstars across the board coming out there.
No.
And I think that's part of the problem. It's like, hey, it's one thing if he'd had everything he needed at the running back, wide receiver, and quarterback spot. The defense is going to do what it's going to do just off the strength of him.
Off of him,
He gonna coach you up.
He going to coach you up, yeah.
Right? But I'm not looking at stars all up and down the defense.
Because if you look at receivers, what they got Pickett, and he's still in his rookie deal. That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
That's what I'm saying. So,
man, that ain't it.
But if you look at the Eagles, you loaded. You loaded at the running back, you loaded at the quarterback, you loaded at the receiver position on both sides, even at the tight end position, you loaded.
Then we can start talking about firing folks
if they don't make. Because if you look at Dallas is loaded on both ends of the ball.
He's coming to coach next year.
That's what I'm saying. So to say we're gonna fire Mike like that, no. Like Mike don't have a loaded team. That is disrespect because he took some out of nothing and turned it into something. Because I've had a winning season ever since I've been here.
And I think that's probably part of the problem, not demanding that, you know what, you get me better talent out here.
And I'll show you what we can do.
Right.
Because the years they was winning, you had it. You had Ben. You had you had Antonio Brown. You had all those players that you needed in order to win Super Bowls. So so I think they kind of go back to the drawing boards for we need to get in some more talent, like go in free agency. Right. And to me, draft picks are cool, but hey, to now on both sides, basketball, NBA, drafting is cool, but we need to win right now in order to win and keep my job. So I don't think draft picks they are important, but I think they're used more for trading and giving it to other players. All right. So let's talk about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, this MVP race.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think Lamar Jackson should win it again because if you look at his numbers alone this year, over 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Josh Allen, over 3,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. But Lamar Jackson numbers are way better than they were this year than they were last year when he won it. So why you think people are saying Josh Allen should be the one?
I don't know, and I don't care. What I can tell you is that Lamar is more efficient.
Yes.
His wide receivers package that he has out there is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still putting up phenomenal numbers throwing and running and efficiency, right? Turnover rate. He good to go. And when you look at the stats from when he won it last go round, come on, man, they rival those same stats.
He beat those stats, but I say people are saying Josh Allen because we've gotten so accustomed to seeing Lamar Jackson at his greatness that it's one of those things. Now we're bored with it. As a whole, people are bored with him being great.
It's crazy.
Like we expect him to do what he's doing now. So man, we done seen that already. It's kind of like the LeBron effect. Like we see it so much, man. LeBron dunked on somebody at 40. All right, cool. Let's go on to something else.
Right.
Lamar Jackson is out here really dominating on the offensive side of the field, and I've been doing this for years. So I just think it's one of those things where people are just. It's time for something else. We done rooted for you you done won a few. It's time for somebody else. Not the fact that we're looking at your play and saying, hey, he's down. Yeah, we know you're dominating, but we expect you to do that. So you're not doing anything special. Now, like you're supposed to be performing at this level. Like anything else is like we expect you to come out here and rush for these many yards, throw for these many yards and dominate. And to me, and now with Josh Allen, granted, Josh Allen is playing with less talent. He's had a great year. You coming off to where your receiver from last year is gone. What was his name? He in Houston now. Stephon Diggs. Yeah, he's in Houston now. So now I think people are using that to say, hey, it wasn't Josh Allen, it was Diggs. So now that Diggs is gone, Josh Allen is the guy. So I think people are looking for more reasons to give it to Josh Allen than they are to give it to Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson has always been performing at a high level. And to me, stat-wise, number-wise, this is Lamar Jackson's best year ever.
Right.
So if we just going off numbers, if you line up the numbers, you put them side by side, it's no competition. It's no comparison. It's Lamar Jackson all the way. But again, that's why I say it's not solely based off numbers.
No, it's a lot of different things, you know. And I think the thing with Lamar is just say, hey, listen, just call a man Superman.
That's it.
Just be real with it.
That's it.
Say, you know what? I've seen you leap over buildings in one single bound so many times that I just expect this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to bypassing and we're looking at the numbers, we're looking at the play, we're looking at where you're at, just say he is who he is.
He is who he is.
Because the man has consistently been doing this.
Yes.
And I want to preface, when we look at Buffalo, they predicated on throwing that ball.
Yes.
You know, where if you look at the Ravens, we want to pound it out. And you still putting up better numbers.
And if you look at that game with Buffalo and Denver was keeping up with them. So because their first half, so they took away that passing game, because we know in the playoffs you have to be able to run that ball.
Yes.
The deeper you go. So now when Buffalo plays the Ravens this weekend, like you're not gonna be able to sling that thing out there like you've been doing. So now it's gonna come down to that run game. And to me, I know the MVP has been decided already, but for anybody who's out there still don't know for sure, I think Lamar Jackson is going to show up this weekend, whether he wins it or not. But he's going to show this weekend why he's the
Right.
The real MVP.
And we didn't even talk about his rushing ability.
Come on now, what almost 1,000 yards? Well, he beat.
Again, a Superman.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just what he's supposed to do.
What he's supposed to do.
He gets out there and does it.
He does it. He does.
So put a little respect on that man.
That's all, y'all. Just a little respect on his name. All right, man. So let's talk about college football. So we have Ohio State and Notre Dame playing for the championship. All right. Okay. So who's your pick?
I'm going with the Ohio State.
The Ohio State.
I'm going with the Ohio State.
I'm saying same way here. I feel like Notre Dame has made a great run. Mm-hmm. I think they surprised a lot of people this year. No matter how this game play out, they had a successful year.
Yes.
Like I say, when you say there are no more, people say there are no more victories, but yes, I think Notre Dame would get that more victory whether they win it or not. Mm-hmm. Ohio State is win or nothing. Like we're known for winning championships. Like This is what we do. But like I said, I'm happy for Notre Dame to make it this far, but I think Ohio State is gonna.
Right.
They're clicking right now. They looking like the best team in college football. They looking like a number 1 seed. So I feel like Ohio State is going to take it home as well.
And I like Notre Dame's coach.
Yeah.
I like what he has done to the program. I feel like he's turned the stigma that used to be on Notre Dame around.
Yes.
I mean, as far as like the preppy,
uh-huh.
It's all, they're always going to have that academic acclaim. But I like what I'm seeing from the players. I just don't think right now, this year with Ohio State rolling out like this, is going to be their year. But they're going to make some noise from years to come with that coach.
I got
them headed in the right direction for sure.
I got you, man. Hey, I'm with you, man. Hey, man, you know what, man? It's that time, man.
Yeah.
Like they say, all things must come to an end. And then we have come to an end, right? You guys have been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300, and this is my co-host, The Bay to LA. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.